Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name is Landon, and here we play Jank, and today I am looking at another Pauper deck. That's right, this is Pauper BABY-PON. It's all the baby versions of the Ogerpons. What I mean by that is the non-EXs. So we got Teal Mask Ogerpon here. We've got Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon here. Wellspring Mask Ogerpon here. And Hearthflame Mask Ogerpon here. So just like that Rotom deck that I showed off, we've got 4 different weaknesses which we can hit. Oh wait, 5 different weaknesses in this deck. And Ethan's Pichu is, not gonna lie, pretty awesome for Pauper. But anyways, let's focus on the Teal Mask. Those are the main stars of the deck, right? So we got Teal Mask Ogerpon here. So a single energy, they all have the same first attack. Single energy, search your deck for a basic energy that matches its type. So for Teal Mask, it's grass energy, and attach it to one of your Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Then Cornerstone has it for fighting energy, Wellspring Mask has it for water, and Hearthflame has it for fire. But their second attack is different for each of them. So Teal Mask Ogerpon for 3 energy does Ogre's Hammer for 120. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't use Ogre's Hammer. Okay, that seems fair. Retreat to something else or use its other attack, but I don't know why you would if you used Ogre's Hammer already. Yeah. Yeah, so that's Teal Mask. Cornerstone Mask here for 3 energy. Mountain Ramming, $100. Where is my mind? 100 damage. Discard the top card of your opponent's deck. A little bit of disruption with that discard. 100 damage, doubled for weakness, 200. Gonna knock out most things in Pauper. Similarly, we've got Wellspring Mask here with Bubble Drain, where it does 100 damage, but heals itself for 30 damage as well. I don't think the healing is going to be that big. I mean, you've got 110 HP. Sure, you can survive some hits. Not a lot, you know? And then the Hearthflame Mask Ogerpon for 3 energy. Searing Flame, which does 80. However, it burns your opponent's Pokemon, so it basically does 100. I don't know why Teal Mask gets to do 120, but for that, it can't use that attack for next turn, where all these ones that do 100... Hearthflame is like a worse version, but it still does technically 100. Just with weakness, it would only be 180 because that burn effect and it doing pointless blah 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 blah. Yeah. So that's all the Ogerpons, right? So you got 4 different typings here. You can hit 4 different weaknesses. And then we have Ethan's Pichu. Ethan's Pichu is fantastic. Sure, it's only got 30 HP, but it's got free retreat and a free attack that does 30 damage, being able to KO any other baby Pokemon out there with 30 HP, and it lets you draw a card. That is just great. You know, you could play Cleffa and draw up to, I forget how many cards, but Ethan's Pichu lets you draw a card even if you're already at that limit, right? Sure. Cleffa's better, but Ethan's Pichu doing that 30 damage can just fix some numbers for you sometimes. Like, you'll see in the match, I pre-record the match, you'll see how good Ethan's Pichu is. Also, again, we've got Drakloak, because it's the best draw engine in Pauper, still. And for energy, it's very similar to the Rotom deck. 3 water, 3 fire, 3 grass, 3 fighting. You could probably remove... No, not with this one, because the energy requirement's 3. It's actually a lot harder to get going, but we still can. Trust me. We've got 2 Ultra Ball here to search our Drakloaks. 2 switches in here to switch to different Pokemon as needed. We got 3 Crispin in here with 4 XP shares. More XP shares than we had in Rotom because it's just so much energy, right? 3 on each of these Pokemon is so much, but it works, right? And Crispin being able to get 2 of them out, you know, is really useful. Then we've got Earthen Vessel to help you search for your basic energies. We got 2 Iono, bit of draw, bit of disruption, fantastic. 2 copies of Night Stretcher, so you can immediately get what you need out of the discard. And 2 copies of Super Rod, because we are using more energy, we're going to need to recover a bit more than in Rotom. We've got 3 copies of Pokégear to search for our supporters. We've got 4 copies of Nest Ball. 3 copies of Team Rocket's Watchtower. I didn't know what really to throw in here. Could have been any stadium. I went Team Rocket's Watchtower so I can try to turn 1 shut down fan Rotom, because that thing's annoying, but that's about it. And then we've got Arven here, letting us search a item and a tool. Fantastic. That's the deck. That's the baby Ogerpon deck here in Pauper. I hope you enjoyed it, and let's get into that game, shall we? So, see you then. Alright, let's go for another one with Neat Zebra. Again, thank you so much for helping me film Pauper content. It's kind of difficult to when there's no one to record with, so I appreciate you being there for me. Let's see. You've already seen the deck profile of this deck, although I haven't recorded it yet. But this is BABY-PON. BABY-PON box, really. But it's kind of the similar gimmick to the Rotom box that I already posted a video of. Well, from your timeline. From my timeline, I've recorded the first half of that. Or the second half of that, I should say. Let's see. We're going to start. Who's going first? I forget. Neat Zebra decided to go second. Okay. We got a pretty decent start, honestly. Teal Mask, solid. Oh, they are playing fire types. Dang. Probably not so solid, actually. If their sleeves are anything to go by, right? If their sleeves are anything to go by, then this probably wasn't the best. But let's find out. They got Dreepy down, just like we got Dreepy down right there. We've got a fire energy. Let's see. I can bring down Firepon. Bring that down. I'm going to throw down this just to try to negate anything they've got going. And Ethan's Pikachu for the win. Just hanging out here, saying, what up? Free card draw and 30 damage. That 30 damage is dangerous, though. So if I hit Dreepy, and they don't evolve Dreepy the following turn, a Vitality Band can actually get a knockout on that Dreepy, and that's pretty big. Not that I play Vitality Band, I don't think. Oh, is this just the Numel deck again? The camera up? Okay, so I just gotta get my my water Ogerpon out, the Wellspring mask, and get that powered up, you know? Alright, here we go. What do we get? What do we get? Ultra Ball, so we can get what we want. Okay. Earthen or Ultra Ball more important? I'm gonna say Earthen is. We're gonna discard Teal Mask. We won't need Teal Mask. We can grab a fire and a water like that. I'll do 80 and burn, so basically 100. We can play that down, and then we can go ahead and zapping draw. 30 damage, draw a card. Hey, Nest Ball. We can get our water Pokemon out. Very nice. Very nice. And with the Ultra Ball, we could get Drakloak out, which could lead us to better card draw in the future. So yeah, that's probably gonna be the bet, you know. Ooh, discarding a Night Stretcher and a Super Rod. That's really good for me, really bad for my opponent. So they got their Drakloak out. Where's our quick draw? Don't we play Professor's Research in this? If not, why not? Right? Right? At least we'll be able to attack with Ogerpon here soon. Like next turn, we can knock out this Drakloak, you know? So that's pretty neat. And I can start putting on the pressure. But their camera up can just one-shot this Ogerpon, so I don't know. Seems like Team Rocket's Watchtower is not really going to do me much good here. Ooh, what? Okay, okay, okay. So they can burn. Okay. Arven. Ooh, Arven's pretty good too. Nest Ball. Gonna bring me out a Wellspring mask right there. Right down there. Arven is gonna get me an Earthen, I think. And an EXP share. Yes. XP share onto the Wellspring. Water energy onto the Ogerpon. Zapping draw. Let's go. So just one more hit and this Drakloak is out of here from Ethan's Pichu. So good. So freaking good. Ruffian. Oh no. What are they going to discard? It's like one special energy and a tool. The tool. That's what they're going for. They don't want that tool. Well, they did get Crispin, so maybe they won't Ruffian me? Well, maybe they will. Ruffian, yeah, tool. They're going to get rid of that EXP share that we really did want. We planned on it, but plans seem to change nowadays. Drakloak. Get them an extra card. They can still attach? No, they attached this turn already, right? Yep. Ethan's Pichu's gonna get this knockout. I'm gonna feel so amazing. So I can Ultra Ball for that knockout right this second. I'm going to Ultra Ball. No, Ultra Ball for the Drakloak. I'm sorry. Not Ultra Ball for this knockout. Ultra Ball for the Drakloak. Now I can either risk it. Well, let's see what Drakloak gets me actually. Because if they give me Professor's Research, then I don't need no Pokégear. No, I'm gonna need Pokégear. Let me inspect board, see what I got in here. Okay, close that. Go back. Team Rocket's Watchtower, which seems mostly pointless. Pokégear, let's see what you get me. Iono. Ooh, that's pretty good. Don't want to play it just yet, but pretty good in my opinion. And we will go ahead and get water, just like that. Yeah. Zapping draw. We'll get a knockout, so we'll actually get 2 cards from this. 1 from the deck, 1 from the prizes. And it's a Hearthstone mask. Hearthflame mask. Hearthstone is another thing. Oh boy. Okay, so I can do 100. If they burned and they flip tails, they'll take 20 damage coming into my turn. And if they flip tails again, that'll be 20 damage going into their turn. And they'll knock themselves out. Wait, this is the wrong camera up. Okay. They're going to burn Ethan's Pichu, force me to retreat, force me to bring up Hearthflame Mask Ogerpon. Okay. Oh, was it after they played the Crispin? Okay. I'm gonna retreat regardless. But Tails, ooh, that would get a knockout coming into my turn. But I'm gonna retreat to this guy. Cornerstone. Do I care? I don't think so. I attach that. I don't know. I know it's giving them a big hand, but I'm in the lead, and oh, nice. Nest Ball, Wellspring, very nice. EXP share that Wellspring. Let's go ahead and Recon Directive. We'll grab Arven, even though I already got an Arven. We'll grab another one, because why not? Retreat here. Bring up the Hearthflame mask. And we are going to Searing Flame. Watch this flame sear. There's 20 damage. Okay. Tails. Dang it. but they are within a Pichu now. Oh dang, this is setting up so nicely. All right, what do they got? What do they got? Yep, another energy, and then they're gonna knock out my my Hearthflame mask. Yep. There goes the Crispin, getting them a fighting energy and accelerating one fire energy to that Numal there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love this. Absolutely amazing. And they got some Clefas on the bench where my other Ethan's Pikachus I haven't brought out yet can really do some damage. Yeah. Alright, so this water energy will go into the Wellspring mask. Very nice, very nice. There's the Pichu right there. I could play Crispin. That could be fun. Recon Directive. Ooh, I get another Dreepy. Okay, I don't need the fire energy. Dreepy. Let's do the Crispin. Fast and a fire energy, I think. And a hand. Put this there. And this there. Just in case they like boss, you know? I know there's no boss in this game, but just in case they do. Alright, Ethan's Pikachu gonna take a stab at this, get that knockout, get me a Nest Ball, hey yo, and a prize. Beautiful. No fighting energy. We don't need a fighting energy. We do need a water energy, but we've got that XP share to hopefully deal with that aspect. So this Numal will be able to get the knockout, right? I can just attach an energy, get a knockout here. They can just bring this up, get a knockout here. Then I get energy moved onto Wellspring Mask and get that knockout on that camera. That is the plan currently. They could counter catcher us, messing up my plans slightly. A second fighting energy there. Interesting. Not one on the Numal. They're not expecting this Numal to survive. Neither am I. Ooh. Yep, we'll go ahead and throw up the Wellspring Mask here. Attach a fighting energy. Drakloak. I'm gonna need the Super Rod, the Nest Ball, the everything next turn. Pokégear. And let's go ahead. Get some damage done. I do heal myself, but there's nothing to heal from. So, yep. There's a Crispin. Okay, okay. That could be good. That could be good. Night Stretcher, a Numal, I assume. I assume that was a Numal. There's the Numal. Yep. There's the fire energy. There's the Crispin. So they'll be able to get the 2 energy they need, I assume. There's the fighting and the fire coming to Numal. Okay. So, they're going to bring up Cramorant, right? Okay. They didn't bring up the Cram. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I'm going to attach this to there. And Bubble Drain. I could have Nest Balled and retreated and that kind of stuff, but I don't think I needed to for all that. It would have just been costing me more resources, right? And now I've got this Ogerpon ready to go to hit 120 when they don't want to put up a Cramorant, you know, after, you know, and they get a knockout on me or something, you know. I've got this Ogerpon here just kind of waiting, chilling, chillaxing, you know. Okay, so they recover. There goes the Dreepy. Ultra Ball for Cramorant, I imagine. Then next turn we've got Super Rod, Nest Ball, Crispin in that order, and we throw on an XP share for good measure, and we're golden. There's the research. Thank goodness it wasn't an Iono. An Iono could have messed me up so badly there. So badly. Night Stretcher, alright. Ruffian, gonna discard that XP share. That does change my strat a little bit, I will admit. But no, they didn't play it. They didn't play it. Look at that. They didn't play it. They'll play it next turn, though. Right? That's what I expect. That's why I think they got it, you know? Okay, so that's Super Rod here. Super Rod. Back in. 1, 2, 3. Done. Nest Ball. Wellspring. Done. EXP share. Crispin. 1, 2. Fighting energy into hand. Water energy onto Wellspring. Fighting energy onto Wellspring. For Cloak. Recon Directive. Neither of those are really helpful. I'll grab the energy. Pokégear. Yes, I do play Night Stretcher. Okay, that's what I was checking. Woo! Let's go ahead, get this knockout. So I can Night Stretcher a water energy after they knock out my Wellspring Mask. So my second Wellspring Mask can attack. That's what I was thinking. Because they're probably going to play Ruffian here, discard my XP share on the bench, and then I can just Night Stretcher an energy back, you know? Deduction Kit. Oh, okay. They're not immediately playing Ruffian. Do they really think they'll get another Numel active? There's the Ruffian. Okay. There's the camera up, so I can't easily knock it out, you know? They're gonna attack. I just realized you have to discard a fighting energy to get that bonus. Okay. Wellspring Mask. Yeah, if they had Iono or something, I would have been in danger, but they didn't, and I can just Arven, Night Stretcher, get a water energy. Done. And Bubble Drain. I basically did the same thing that Rotom did, but with 3 energy instead of 2 energy. But hey, it worked. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Even if you are not one of my members, I still appreciate you. Speaking of members, huge shout out to Link Hawkins and Clinton as my trainer item tier. And my trainer supporter tier, shout out to them. That is Adam, Bill, Moo, I believe. I think I said that right. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Like I already said, be sure to subscribe. Check out the Discord where I host Pauper tournaments. There's going to be one in a month from now. It's absolutely free to join, which is fantastic. And you earn some booster packs for just being there, which is great. Thank you to Neat Zebra for letting me, for playing against me, letting me show off these awesome Pauper decks. And thank you everyone for watching. And of course, until next time, keep playing, Jank.